I don't know why y'all be playing with this boy Shay. But if y'all be on this mile and this yak like your boy Shay, gonna throw it up there. Put him out. Cause you know Shay be on these miles and this yak hard.
Hand me the Black Him Out.
Black Him Out fucking
What's up?
podcast.
Hey,
Episode 20. Joined by the hilarious Avery Dauer. What's
we
up?
out here.
It's me.
What's up, bro?
I'm here.
Present.
Present.
So yeah, we were talking about fresh off LA.
Yeah.
Just off my first, I guess, how long is the semester? 6 months in LA. I feel like LA is different. Obviously, LA is a different scene than San Francisco, and everyone always complains in San Francisco. Everyone's always like, the audiences are so uptight. So as soon as I thought I'd go to a bigger market, and it would be like the doors would open, and everyone would want to hear me talk about my legs all the time. But it's like, I'm sure you know this because you're from there, but like everyone there is so like self-obsessed and like so like in on themselves that they would never even fathom making fun of oneself. So when you do self-deprecating, especially like dry self-deprecating shit, they just look at you and they're like, why would you say that about yourself? And it's different for me because I'm disabled, but I've seen it with like other people where it's like, just like I can't fathom why someone would say something bad about themselves because everyone here is the best and thinks they're the best. It's just a weird thing. And I come back here and I'm like, wow. And I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the same thing as San Francisco where the audiences are tough, so it makes you a better comic and a better writer. But and I'll it's even harder in LA. It's even tougher. So it's like eventually that'll come for me and I'll figure out what they like. But I love dry and they hate dry. I was talking about this with Moses the other day. They hate dry.
Really?
Like you can't do it.
Well, I feel like I've
LA.
seen some comics. I mean, I'm not super tapped into the LA scene,
Unless
but
you're like a character.
Well,
And I wish I was.
Yeah.
Like I've always, all my favorite comics are like character comics, and I've just never been that guy.
Yeah.
I've never been able to like, one of my best friend in LA, one of my best friends, Sean Zapp. He's
I was about to say, I see his clips.
He's a character.
Does like props and stuff.
Yeah, he's a prop guy. I can never I don't have the improv energy to like commit to something like that. So I'm still dry, but I'm myself. I'm not a character. So it's like, you're not living in that weird uncanny valley. And people don't want to hear it. Like, Stephen Wright's been coming around the store, so I'm hoping his energy gets
Trickles
into LA a little bit.
Well, that kind of sucks because I feel like self-deprecation is a huge part of stand-up. Like, you go to New York, and but that's the. I'm not like San Francisco has like a gritty culture, but like stemming from that gritty kind of city culture is self-deprecation. That's how we all can laugh over making fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like, so New York, it's the same. So it's funny that like.
I feel like there's a culture difference between New York and like.
Yeah.
Both Southern and Northern California in the fact that like even making fun of, you start with making fun of someone else and that's not cool here.
Yeah.
And then so you go to yourself. And then people are like, well, you're using these like broad overarching stereotypes to describe yourself.
Yeah.
And here and in LA that, that's not on brand anymore.
Yeah.
So people don't like that. But
I
think there like really is, there's great value in like self-deprecation and comedy, but there's also like dry comedy.
Yeah.
Built all of this, For
and
it's like we got to the early 2000s and it was like, okay, let me talk about my life. Let me tell a story. Let me tell you something that happened. And those were all the people that I grew up listening to. But there's also like so many people that just don't do that. Like you tell jokes, you tell one-liners.
Yep.
Like stories are so much harder to tell. And that means you're talented. But like, but there needs to be some kind of space in every major market for like jokes, like dry written jokes.
I'm gonna just tell you jokes, like that's it.
Yeah, there's that one guy at the store I always see clips. He's like an older dude, always in a suit.
Argus.
Yeah.
Argus Hamilton.
I feel like he's a classic joke guy.
Yeah, I mean that's classic because like he snaps right after every joke. He he hits he like cues you to laugh. I think that's him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's great. And like, I mean, he's been like around there forever.
Yeah.
And so there's that vintage kind, but there's also like, and this is more character,
Mm-hmm.
but there's the Brent Weinbach kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's a Bay Area guy.
Okay.
But he's like, that's just or actually, and that's not even a character. Did you see Dan Mintz on Fallon, the guy from Bob's Burgers that plays Tina?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was just like he said.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah,
I live in a colonial house.
Yeah,
people were already living there, and I kicked them out.
Yeah.
Just standing there. I find it hard because I break on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can't break on stage when you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
so you have to find the happy medium of that.
Devil's advocate, because I did see that set. Like, do you want to hear an hour of that?
Yes. Absolutely. I'm not saying people do. I'm not saying like the general public does.
Yeah.
But yes. I like and I'm not even a hater on this guy, but Keegan Carmichael cannot be the end all be all of that style of comedy. And I'm not even hating on him.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get involved in that.
Yeah.
but I have no opinions.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know what that
there
is.
should be it's the guy that people say he's pretending to be Mitch.
Oh,
yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there should be a place. There should be a place for that. And in mainstream comedy, and not just Kill Tony is mainstream, but that's still a niche. In the space of stand-up comedy for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a I don't know. I like dry.
Yeah. But it's definitely it's harder to kind of be launched in the stratosphere of the dry humor,
especially in the internet age where people who liked that stuff were going to comedy clubs and going to see that, or they'd hear about this guy, or they just go to a showcase. Now it's you need the hook on the trial reel to get people to watch. It's I don't want to bitch about our generation's attention spans, but it really fucks you when you're trying to do something like that video, the video that I just had on Instagram.
Yeah.
What annoys you the most about people in wheelchairs?
Fat people shouldn't be allowed to use wheelchairs. That shit is cultural appropriation. If you can fix your problem by just getting up and walking more, you're not disabled. They not like us. That's stolen valor, dude. They're being lazy. You can fix your problem. I can't. God fucked me, okay? I'm done for.
What do you think these fat people could do more of?
Walk! Get those fucking steps in. I'm trying, okay? I work so hard for 5 steps and y'all can't even take 1. You just sit and you eat McDonald's in the fucking wheelchair all day. God, this is my culture. It's not your costume, dude. You can't do that.
Are they more valid if the fat person lost their leg from diabetes?
This gets me into something else, bro. Amputees are not like that. All right, you just got a chunk missing. Just because you're really good at hopscotch and you get half off on shoes does not mean you're better than me. They get all the money, all the media coverage. They were normal. That's their fault. It's their fault.
What about people that break their leg like that?
Poser.
Yeah.
It's if people took 7 seconds to actually and look at the word choice, and consider what I was saying, it's different. If that was for context, I talked about how I don't think fat people should use wheelchairs, and people freaked out, and it's you could put all these qualifiers on what that means, but if you look at the core of what I'm saying, the best jokes are someone described it really well as calling a donkey an ass. I think it's impossible with this attention span and level of constant vitriol that you can call a donkey an ass, because people just go off of their first impression and then go straight to the comment section.
For sure.
And
for sure.
There's no sitting in a joke. And so that's why I used to, everyone was film all your sets, listen to all your sets. So when I started comedy, not that long ago, I don't film my sets. I don't unless because if I know I'm filming my set, it'll go bad. So
Got you.
I pick up film when it's available.
Gotcha.
And so like for me that was valuable because I got to like sit in a joke. I got to sit in a room. I got to sit in a specific room with a specific demographic of people like at the function. Like I think a part of the reason why I do well when I come back to San Francisco is I know that room really well.
For sure.
And I know what they want. And I know what they want. I know how to work it. And it's like that skill is kind of thrown aside with the whole internet comedy thing. It's just like, okay, real.
It's like I'm performing for the clip.
And that's how you get those crowd work trends. That's how you get the like, you know, you have to talk about trans people. You have to talk about black people. You have to talk about this. You have to talk about that. Because like, you're trying to hit these benchmarks. And it's like, just write a joke.
Yeah. Because I've heard about like certain people that are kind of like bigger, but not like the highest level, but other comics have seen them perform and they're like, oh, they're just clip farming. Like they weren't getting pops. They were just saying clips.
Yeah.
And just
you mean like past ones? Like clip farming for new clips or calling back to old ones?
Like
I've seen that as well. Like
for new clips.
I've seen a Kill Tony headliner like come in and just basically
boyfriend?
My dad.
Dad's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I've seen people come in and basically, and this is kind of the nature of their comedy too, but they'd like do jokes that I'd seen on Kill Tony compilations. Just like do them.
Wait,
not their joke? Or
no, they were their jokes.
Oh, okay.
It was his jokes, but it was just like he was farming for the reaction because he knows all that audience wants to hear is this thing.
Almost like he's like playing a song. Like he's
and I mean we do that. A lot of things. One of the main things that I think people don't get about comedy is we do the same jokes every night.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's like there are people who don't, and they think they're better than me. But
well, I mean, bro, people even who have don't tell specials out are doing jokes that they are in at shows that is literally on their don't tell. But it's like, because it can get a ton of views, but that doesn't mean most people in the room probably haven't seen it.
I mean, that joke, like if I had just written that fat people joke and it went viral like that, I'd be much more worried.
Yeah.
Like, if people were that angry, like I'd be much more worried.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that joke for 2 years, and that's not the most qualified version of that joke I can do. That's not the like, but I don't mean this people and I don't mean that people. That one's the internet version of that joke.
Got you.
So it's like,
because you knew it would get a reaction.
Yeah.
But so, because obviously when you hit up Mario or however that situation worked out, like you knew what you were gonna say.
I knew I was gonna do that one.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The second one, the Hills one, was the one that I pitched to him, and then I was like, I can do this other one if you want. Like, you might not want. This
You might not want the smoke from the.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of fat people just being like, "This is crazy."
And then it's a bunch of not really fat people who think they're really fat.
Okay.
Like that are just not the people that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that says more about your own self-image than it does about my joke.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
You know, it's mostly like, and I understand the perspective, and I almost agree with it. It's more just like, why are we punching down?
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just be nice?
Yeah, for sure.
And like, sure. And I mean, I even find myself, I don't know if you guys as like, because you do comedy now, have caught yourself in your personal life being like, oh, I'm such a fucking asshole right now.
Well, that's...
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, like, especially, like, because there is a rise of, like, comedians doing public interviews. And I feel like, but when you're doing that, people who just catch it on their algorithm, they don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Is
but also... That was the other thing is his username is so long on the collab.
Yeah.
That it cuts out the part of my name where it says comedy on the collab.
Gotcha.
And then so that's what I realized.
Yeah.
And
I'm just a regular. To them, I'm just a regular person just shitting
just
on fat people.
Off. And so that also goes back to just like taking a second.
For sure.
Like, looking at, I mean.
Yeah.
God forbid we engage, a Socratic seminar on an Instagram reel. Like, give me a
Yeah.
primary source.
Yeah.
But
damn.
but that's like it's also the internet. People are dumb. Like people are stupid. And like there are also people clapping back and being like, no, he's not talking about you. Move on.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's the ultimate like rage bait, like getting engagement is just
I'm usually not a rage bait guy. I would say my stand-up is kind of rage baity, but like I don't like posting rage bait stuff on the internet because I think we already have a ridiculous amount of that. And none of it is good, and like my rage bait content would be quality, but there's so much other bullshit that it's gonna get lumped in with that, and that's what's happening right now. Is like if I would say so myself, my pretty smart joke, like, is getting lumped in with the fucking Chud the Builder. Like,
shout out Avery the Builder.
I should shave my mustache. I really should.
Yeah, literally. Look at the fat people chimping out. They're chimping out.
Orangutanging out.
But that's interesting because it's like kind of the reinforcement that comes with social media, right? Because it's because with that clip, it got a ton of like views, engagement. So I feel like, is there a part of you that's like, oh, like it's seductive in a way where you're like,
I mean, of course, that's why we're comedians with Instagram accounts. Like, if we really wanted to stand on the, then I'm sure there are comedians like that do this. But like, if we wanted to stand on the soapbox and be like, I don't want to have an Instagram, like I don't want to have an Instagram. I want to do comedy in clubs only, like Lenny Bruce. If I could do that, and I have the urge to sometimes, and like that's how I feel when I tell people I don't film my sets, where it's like, I want to be in the room, I want to be present, and it's like, but to succeed by any metric now in any major market, you have to do that. Like, you can be a successful comedian in San Francisco without an Instagram account 100%.
Yeah.
But you can't move anywhere else after that. And honestly, this is my big thing, is I don't think we should need to. I think like the Instagram, San Francisco being a stepping stone in comedy is such horse shit. It pisses me off so bad.
Interesting.
Because we have so much history here. We have so much.
Oh, I see what you mean.
We have so many comedians that come from here.
Yeah.
So many comedians that like cut their teeth here and are who they are in a bigger market because of what they did here.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not like our fault. It's big tech. It's gentrification. It's like all the same Bay Area stuff that we whine about all the time. But it's like, why doesn't Cobbs have a mic?
True. True.
Why is
Cobbs?
Why? I mean, I love Cobbs is my favorite club.
In
the city.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a mic? And it's not because of Cobbs. It's because of Live Nation.
True.
It's like and like, why is there no dev? Why is there no development in the Bay Area? Why is, like, I go to somewhere like Denver, and Denver is exactly it's bigger, but it's like same kind of comedy community, same kind of audiences, same kind of like vibe around comedy, same kind of community, like really tight, very open, very nice, like not kind of adversarial. But they have development opportunity. They have the Comedy Works. They have the Denver Comedy Underground. They have like places you can work. They have spots you can get. There's like a big club system, and the Punchline is great. The Punchline has a development system. But it's once a week. And it's very hard to get up, as it should be. But I think the reason why Punchline was made so difficult to get up at is because at the time that was established, there were probably other opportunities, right? There were other opportunities in the Bay Area for comedians, so they could make Punchline that exclusive. But now, effectively, Punchline is the only spot for development in the city.
Yeah.
And like, you go to SAC, you can get developed. There's Laughs Unlimited, there's Sac Punch, and it's not perfect. It's not on the level of like LA or New York development, but it's like you can get paid regularly and hit up for spots. You know, there's an opportunity to become a professional comedian while living in that area. Sacramento, which is not that far away.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There are professional comedians that are based out of Sacramento.
That make a living off purely comedy in the Sacramento scene. But obviously they go on the road, or
they go on the road.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they come back.
They
it's
come
not
back,
like
yeah.
it's not like they're, you know, I'm a Sac comic, but I live in LA.
Yeah,
For
sure.
They live in Sac. They
Yeah.
make money. I mean,
Yeah.
DJ Sandu, like he's not, you know, he's
Oh,
not the
yeah.
biggest name recognition in the world. I think he's been on Late Night. Like
Yeah.
And
Got his
he's
credits.
a touring comic.
Yeah.
Lives in Sacramento.
Damn,
and,
interesting. Yeah.
You know, I think we shouldn't make it so that people have to move out of this place. People should be trying to open clubs, and that's why the Function is great.
Yeah.
In its own way, where it's
Yeah.
like it is a new club.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it
Yes.
is a new club.
Yeah.
And it is a new room, and it's dedicated to comedy. It's not a
Yeah.
bar. Like, it is a bar, but like it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a restaurant. It's not a brewery.
Yeah.
It's for comedy, and I think there need to be more people with money
For sure.
that give it to us so
Yeah.
that we can build these things. And like if I could do anything in comedy besides be successful for myself, it's
Get a club.
get a club. Buy
Yeah.
the old you know, the mural in the Mission with the Ben Davis mural. I want to buy that building. I
Oh,
want to turn
fuck
it into
yeah.
a club.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And like but it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, due to a lot of things, like I'm
Yeah.
sure rent, I'm sure, and also like New York, because you think in New York, or I guess because I didn't even know Denver scene was really popping like that, but in New York there's like a club on every corner, you know, and so it's just like
And it's also all very concentrated. Like that's the thing with LA. That I mean, LA does have Sunset Strip, but LA comedy is so spread out that like you have to put in the work because LA is huge.
Yeah.
Like, you know, New York, you can go to a 2-block radius in any given neighborhood, and there'll be 4 comedy clubs because they all open around each other. So you can go from mic to mic to mic to mic to mic. You don't have to drive 20 minutes or an hour. I mean, you're driving from Sunnyvale every time you want to do a mic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
or even go to a Punch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. And so what scenes? Because I feel like people say, "Oh, San Francisco, it's like in terms of the scene, like people move out." But I'm like, when people say that, they either say LA or New York, which is like you can make that argument for every scene outside of LA and New York.
Yeah, but I think the difference is that, like, in Denver, there are people that move to LA and New York, but there is an opportunity in Denver. Maybe they outgrew it. Maybe there's something they don't like. But you can spend a longer time developing yourself. Like, I got out too early. Like, I was a year and a half into comedy when I moved to LA. Like, I just saw the low ceiling and ducked out from under it. I didn't leave San Francisco because I was done.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't leave San Francisco because I thought I had like done all I can do.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, you know, you don't want to get, because also there's a thing of like, if you don't get out to those places, then you're just a local comic.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, there are people that should be famous in every scene, in every single scene in the country.
Yeah.
But in San Francisco, there are people that just like, maybe they got it, they almost got it at some point, and then they got pulled back. But it's like Spencer Devine should be famous.
For sure.
Kasim Bentley should be famous.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's so many people.
Yeah.
Ian Langlands is going to be famous. Like, there's so many people that like are so funny and are hamstringed by nothing else but the living conditions in the Bay Area. Like, it's not the comedy, it's not how good it is, it's not the opportunity, because there's stage time up the wazoo here.
You can get a lot of stage time.
You just gotta like look for it.
Yeah.
And like get in with the right people, and you know.
Yeah.
Not say anything to anybody for 6 months.
Well, that was the thing I feel like with the because it does seem like they're trying to make a push for more just entertainment in the city in general. Like, because they dropped that article this past week, the SF Standard dropped like the 8 best. I mean, comics ranked it, but like the 8 best shows or whatever.
But those are independent shows.
Those are independent shows.
Those are independent shows at venues.
Yeah.
And we have those.
For sure,
like
a lot.
Because that's
what's driving.
You're able to do.
Yeah.
Not even just that is driving it. It's like that's what is available to us because Cobb's doesn't have a mic, because
Yeah.
Punchline is so hard to get up at,
Yeah.
because there's the Holy City Zoo no longer exists. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because there's just not the space and opportunity. And like, even like a venue like the Lost Church, like they do comedy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They I mean, they should have a mixed mic.
Yeah.
No comic would go to a
Yeah.
mixed mic, but
Yeah.
I would. Like,
Yeah.
They
Haven't
should.
been to one yet, but
There
I
should
would.
be.
Went
there
to
should-
Starry Plow. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Nice.
good time.
In Berkeley or
Yeah.
Oakland. Yeah. Yeah.
It's also just like, I don't know. It's a hard place to do comedy. Also, I mean, the audiences are difficult here. Like, it is but I've always said that I think it makes if you're gonna talk about like off-putting stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you funnier because you have to figure out a way to do that in a harder way. Because if you
Mhm.
do it the easy way, if you go the Austin route,
Yeah.
not everybody in Austin, but if you like go the phenotypically Austin route, like you're
Mhm.
gonna hit a wall in San Francisco, in LA.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
You're gonna hit a wall eventually where it's like, and there are people that are exceptions. Like, David Lucas will come into roast battle at the store and say the most heinous shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
It'll murder.
Huh? And they hate it.
Oh,
The
okay.
audience hates it.
Yeah.
But still murders.
Well, maybe
I have
because-
never
yeah.
seen somebody where the entire crowd hates them,
Mhm.
but they are still murdering.
Interesting.
Ah,
Yeah. Shout out David Lucas.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and that's just an example of like there are people that can transcend that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so hard to do. And I'm running into like I've had to stop yelling completely.
Really.
And I used to yell all the time.
Uh-huh.
And I mean that's probably good. But like I don't do those jokes anymore cuz it's like they just don't work.
What's like the biggest like difference in like because you went to like you're in LA now, you were doing a lot of the jokes that you were obviously developing out here, so you noticed that like the shit that usually kills out in the Bay doesn't really work in LA. Like how did you have to like change your style, do you think, or are you still kind of
I'm definitely still figuring that out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would say like I've even gotten like notes from other comics where it's like, I don't know why you keep telling that one joke because I've never heard it. Like it's a great joke.
Yeah.
But I've never heard it kill.
Interesting.
And it was like that was my field sobriety test joke. Like yeah. And
That's such a quick one, I feel like.
And here,
Yeah.
maybe you get like a titter every once in a while.
Yeah.
But there is this like I who knew that LA was more woke than San Francisco? Who knew? Like
Okay, I see. I see what
it's
you
like
mean,
it's like it just they want to be told what is funny.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't want to figure it out for themselves.
Gotcha.
Okay.
They want
Interesting.
to like this is what comedy is
Mhm.
here. They don't want to like consider they don't want to have to go through a thought process
Yeah.
for it. And that is kind of imperative for
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of the things that I do.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
yeah.
So that's how it's changed your style a little bit.
I don't think it's changed it yet. I mean, I've stopped yelling, which like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people who are going to be very happy about that. Everyone was trying to get me to stop yelling while I was here. That's why I did that Mario video because I don't yell anymore.
Yeah. You got it out. Yeah. Blow ups,
well, that's
dude.
like Derek Stroop. You know that guy?
Oh
He's
yeah.
Because
He's a Denver guy.
yeah. He's a clean guy. But he was saying
Yeah.
about he found his yelling style, and he's like, yeah, I pissed off a lot of people. But the way he talked about it is like he goes in like waves with it.
Yeah.
Where it
That's
just
what
like
I tried to
hammers
do when
and
I
then-
was younger, and
Yeah.
it just like, I think also like the things I was saying, and the joke that joke comes from is very much rooted in like a disabled person inside joke that I was trying to make
Mm-hmm.
palatable.
For sure.
And so it's like, cause like disabled people, we're not like nice to each other. Like I mean,
oh yeah, for context, Avery's disabled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if
can,
you're
like,
if you're
get
new to
up.
the
Yeah.
cat,
I can get
no,
up.
you don't have to do that. It's just we had a whole setup.
Get the clip.
But no,
Get the clip.
And he hates fat people.
yeah. Cue the clip, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't. It's like it's very strange because like there's this guy and he's figured it out, and I'm so jealous. There's this guy in LA named Ian Michael, and I repost his stuff all the time, and he is like he's the second coming of Gilbert Gottfried. They sound exactly alike.
Oh shit.
But it's like he just screams, and they love it.
Interesting.
And I've when I started comedy, I found out who Sam Kinison was, and in my head, I was like, I'm gonna be the Sam Kinison for disabled people.
Crazy,
you know. And I tried very hard for about a full year to make that work. And then I was like, I'm gonna be the Mitch Hedberg of disabled people. And then that didn't work either.
I'm gonna just keep being.
Now I don't even know what it is, but we're doing it.
Well, comedy is so weird like that because you think, well, I mean, it's a marathon, but it's like at first you're like, yeah, this is how I'm gonna be, and then you do it, and then it just doesn't work, or even if it does, you may not like it anymore, and then you just keep evolving into okay, now I'm gonna be this type of comedian, now I'm gonna be this type of comedian.
I mean, everything I wrote. Like my first clip that ever went crazy, my first time ever doing stand-up, everything I wrote was Kill Tony. Everything I wrote was me sitting in my dorm room watching Kill Tony. I'm like, I tell Logan this all the time. You know Logan Farr?
Yeah.
Right. His Kill Tony set was what made me want to do comedy.
Oh, shit.
Because I said in my head, I can write better disabled jokes than that.
What's the guy with Logan.
And now Logan and I are best friends. I love my dad.
He's the guy with
no legs.
Yeah, no legs.
And but after that, I had seen Kill Tony on my YouTube recommended forever, and I was just like, what is this? I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I don't do podcasts. I don't, you know. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, you know, I think like this. Yeah. Like, it was not only like, I think I can do a little bit better than this, but like, this is the way that I process my disability as well. And I always have. Like, everything around comedy is just jokes I've been telling since I was 7 years old to get people to like pay attention to me. Yeah. So it's like, all of this is very much me just trying to get a reaction out of people. And I also listened to a bunch of stand-up when I was a kid.
For sure.
A lot. And then I kind of just like, it disappeared and I forgot about it. Until I was 19, and then I was like, and then I dropped out of college, and I went to the show, and the thing went crazy, and it was like, oh, I can do this again. That's
a crazy way to get into comedy.
Yeah. Adam Ray bringing you up, and then you just killing on stage, and then it went super viral. Damn.
I got a cushion out of it for sure. Like it's definitely like, I also like, funny thing about that is, no one knows it's me. Like, I'll be friends with someone for like months, right? And we'll talking, and then someone will say something, because I don't talk about it anymore. But someone will say something about it, and they'll be like, "Oh, that was you?" Because it's like they're just looking at the legs; they're not looking at the person.
Yeah.
So, but it's like it's very
my
interesting.
eyes are up here.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting. So like, that's kind of not a non-factor. Like, it definitely started me out and like gave me a little cushion. But like, I've definitely I ran into a lot of like motivation and writing issues, because when I first started comedy, I was so frantically desperate to prove that I had more than the 4 jokes that I told in that video, which I didn't have more than those 4 jokes that I told in that video. Yeah. But I needed to go up at the function. You know, I needed to like, I found this thing, people were letting me do it. It was the first time I'd ever been like, actually, you know, I had videos do well on the internet like randomly on my phone when I was in high school, like not me trying to do anything. But like, now there was this pressure, and 2 years later, that pressure is not there.
For sure.
And now it's just on me to like keep this going, especially because I do something that's very like, I mean, in LA, I get made fun of a lot because it's like, you only talk about one thing. And people are trying to get me to like branch out and talk about the world and do like observational comedy. And I always come back with like, I don't find that funny. Like, this is what I find funny. This is the most interesting thing about me. Only not only I can talk about it because it is kind of a niche in comedy now, but like only the least hacky jokes that I write are things, and that anyone writes, are the things that people can you're the only one that can tell that joke.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
And like for a lot of these things, I'm either the only one that can or the only one that like is willing to. And that's the thing that I'm trying to tap into, of like saying the things that other disabled people don't have the vocabulary for, or literally, or
vocabulary,
or just like, because people tend to infantilize us a lot and like treat us like children and like not give us the like credit as like, you know, sentient human beings. So like hearing a disabled person be angry is very uncomfortable. Like I get it. It's not like I don't understand why people kind of shy away from it, but it's like it's so, I think it's so necessary, because if you can laugh at someone, you think they're a person. Like if you can laugh, especially like a minority or like, you know, a protected class, like if you can laugh at them, you acknowledge their humanity and that they have flaws and that they're not perfect. And that's so important.
I guess the devil's advocate, like, because that's definitely all great, and like, but like, let's say you, Logan, and like the whole lineup, is like,
I've run a show like that at the function.
Okay.
I ran a showcase.
What was the name of the show?
It was called High Functioning. But I would say like that trends into the inspiration porn thing that I really hate, where it's like, if it's all, and that's also why I don't like disabled comics that don't talk about it. And it's not like I don't like them personally, I just think it's stupid. And but it's like, if it's a bunch of disabled comics all on a show, and it like that's what you're going there to see, you're gonna get in your car and you're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, oh well, that was so great for them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just so glad that they, you know, they could figure out something to do with their life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not what I want.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather you just call me a slur. I really
theme shows in that regard seem a little
And it's like with a race theme show, it's different, because then you'll bring out people. And I will say there are shows that are disability centric where you do bring out a disabled crowd, but generally that disabled crowd is going to support the community.
For sure,
right?
For sure.
And so they're not gonna be down for if you're doing darker stuff, or if you're not just going like a stand-up comedian. What? You know, like. If you're not doing that, then it's like I was in Toronto and I did Jared Nathan, the guy that doesn't have Down syndrome from Kill Tony.
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't. He just has a stutter and autism. But
Stolen valor.
I'm saying, but I did his show, and it was like the whole front row was like, you know, fairly left-leaning disabled women. And it was like,
those are his groupies.
No, but it's like, you're not gonna enjoy this
for sure.
And like, I don't think they came for him, because he's a Kill Tony guy. I mean, he said slurs in arenas.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah.
That clip's so funny.
What clip?
Oh, yeah,
the one where
did he say like?
No, it was the Asian one.
Yeah, you can flip it, but he calls.
Pay me to black him out.
It's like, it's like brief and broccoli. You fucking.
Pay me to black him out.
Like they're not there for him.
Yeah,
but they're there to like support the community.
Yeah,
like, go to a show.
Yeah,
and it's like, you're not gonna like it. I wouldn't. There are people that I don't invite, and I'm sure there are for you guys.
Yeah,
like I don't invite them to my shows because I know they wouldn't like it, and I know what I'm gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to have that conversation. Like, my parents found out I made that Mario video because one of our neighbors sent it to them.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Like, they knew I was making it, but they found
Yeah.
out what the bit.
Yeah.
Like, they know the bit, but like
Yeah.
the bit that I was gonna do.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
It's also like there's no like, I mean there is, but that's even kind of niche. There's no like feel good comedy, you
there
know.
is Dry Bar.
True, that's true actually.
Yeah.
That is, but yeah, I feel like that's like obviously
And like, and I don't think that's true at all. And I think there's a place for it.
there is a place.
Like,
there is
my
a place.
favorite comedian historically, I'm gonna say he's my favorite comedian, but the comedian like I've listened to the most in my life, and like I was my favorite comedian when I was a kid was Jim Gaffigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
feel good comedy.
That is feel good
Yeah.
comedy.
And it's
I definitely want to
good.
hear him like drop like a hard R or something. But like, yeah, I get
And
what you-
it's good.
I want to hear, hot pocket nigga. Like I just want to hear.
You
him.
go to you know when you find out like John Mulaney does coke.
Yeah.
You go to New York and you find out
turn
that Jim Gaffigan is ripping N-words at open mic.
Jim Gaffigan.
Damn.
Jim Gaffigan at the Apollo.
I want to hear about. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
But yeah, there is a
there's
space
two
for that
types.
for
And like
sure.
I would say, even
There's two types.
I love black people, but I hate.
I've been wanting to do a parody bit of
Chris Rock's bit.
there's two sides, disabled people and retards,
Oh, that would be funny.
That
and
actually
the
be kinda
retards
funny.
have got to go. But but I just think like in the day and age we're in of like people stealing jokes and being hack.
Yeah.
And like I honestly, and we were talking about this earlier, I am not against the cover comedy. I'm not against the parody thing. I think and I think Timmy No Breaks is great. I think that's satire. I don't think that's comedy. That's
He's playing a
satire
character.
on the form.
Yeah.
Right? And I think like Keegan Carmichael, same kind of thing. I think his joke writing is great. And it's like if you do it well and if you do it in a way where it's in like you don't say it, like I posted this thing on my story because of the video the other day. It's like if you acknowledge satire, then it's not satire anymore.
For sure.
Right?
For
It's
sure.
comedy,
Yeah.
but it's not satire. So if you don't acknowledge it, but it's implicitly said that like I'm doing a thing about this,
Yeah.
comedian,
Yeah.
then it's great. But
Yeah.
it's like it is a very thin line to walk, and I think there's a reason why. Like Timmy No Breaks also was a roast battle thing.
Oh.
I saw Timmy No Breaks
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks before the Kill
The
Tony
Kill
thing
Tony.
on Roast Battle Austin, and I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think any Kill Tony fan or any like edgy comedy fan that gets on Timmy No Breaks for being a hack, Tony Hinchcliffe is an Andrew Dice Clay impression.
I think so.
So they're both an Andrew Dice Clay. I mean, look at the belt buckle, look at the vest, look
Yeah.
at the
Just
like
the-
pro
the
wrestling,
theatrics.
look at the entrance,
Yeah.
look at the everything. I was watching the Dark Side of Comedy about Andrew Dice Clay, and I was just sitting there. I was like, I mean, I know he's like his hero. Like,
Yeah.
they're very connected, so he'll never get called out for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he should necessarily,
Yeah.
but it's like they're the same thing.
Yeah.
They're a cult of personality
Yeah.
to the alt right that maybe personally when they started out didn't really think that way. They were just doing it for attention.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then it snowballed into this thing, and they're like, "Well, now I'm rich. Now
Yeah.
I'm successful. Now it
Yeah.
worked, so I don't have to deal with any of that."
Mm-hmm.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Well, because Timmy No Breaks, he had a whole. I wonder how long do you think he was doing stand up before he got that character?
Tim Stifler has been doing stand up forever. He's a Chicago. He's like an
Okay.
improv Chicago
Stifler.
guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Tim
Gotcha.
he's from what I've heard, he's very nice.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure.
I met him at Netflix's joke. He's the only person to ever recognize me from that video.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
From the Adam Ray video. He's
That's
like,
crazy.
"Oh, I saw your Adam Ray clip," and I was like, "No one ever knows that
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
me."
Damn.
but
that's hella cool.
Yeah, he's been doing comedy forever. He's
Yeah.
I put him like I think he could have been what Zach Zucker is if the world was ready for it. Like he was doing he's the guy that does the worst comedian in the world, the Baha Men bit. where he goes,
okay.
How many members? How many
yeah.
members of the Baja Men are there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But his shit's kind
Yeah.
of like super schizo, kind of. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like a variety show. Like he
Got
runs a
you.
variety show with a bunch of different stuff, and he's doing a character of himself as a bad comedian.
Oh.
The whole pretext of that bit
Mhm.
is Jack. His name is Jack Tucker, not
Mhm.
Zach Zucker, and he's the worst comedian in the world.
Mm.
And so he goes, the Bad News Bears bit. Have you heard
Mhm.
that? Where he goes, I don't want to be the Bad News Bear, rah, and then they laugh, and every time they laugh, he starts the joke over,
What?
and he never gets to pass the setup.
What? Because
He
the
goes,
crowd just.
I don't want to be the Bad News Bear, rah, and they laugh. He goes, I'm gonna keep. If you keep laughing, I'm gonna keep doing it. It just goes for like.
And it
I'm
just
not
kills.
kidding. Like 10 minutes.
Whoa.
He'll go for like 5 or 10 minutes doing that one bit. But as I feel like
Yeah.
if the world was ready for that kind of like improv
Yeah.
heavy
Yeah, yeah.
clowning,
Yeah.
because Timmy No Bricks is a clown. He's just the Andrew Dice Clay clown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's a place for that, and like Casey Rocket's coming back
For sure.
Casey
Yeah.
Rocket's
For sure.
finally back and like back at it. He's going on tour again.
What?
like,
Would he stop for a second?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
out
okay.
for a bit.
Yeah,
He was drugged.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh.
Because I had tickets for him.
Oh, you're about to go see him at like Cobb's?
So
or
yeah,
something?
Cobb's.
remember
Yeah.
when I said there was the person that was just farming Kill Tony clips at
Oh.
Cobb's? It was Casey Rocket.
Oh, damn.
And I was so excited because I think Casey Rocket is like the greatest writer in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I wanted to see a new hour.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
for
it
sure.
was just like Dutchman's Key, like Joe Biden's, like
Yeah.
literally just like verbatim in order.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel
Just
as
his
though
Kill
maybe
Tony
that would be
sets.
better now that he's like moved past whatever he was going
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
Yeah.
like I just like I want and I don't write a lot. Like I definitely am on the side of I drilled the same 5 minutes for basically a year.
Okay.
And I maybe wrote and used like 10 new jokes.
Whoa.
Right?
Mhm.
Like I'm not
Just because you wanted to get the
because I wanted to like I knew I was comfortable on stage because I did theater, but I needed to like get back into because when I listen to stand up all the time, like the reason why I think I was able to go so far in such a short amount of time was that I kind of had the cadence of stand up already in my head.
Yeah.
And like I didn't have because a lot of people like I mean we ran mics at the function. You see this with the people that are like just starting, and now it's actually cool because I'm coming back and the people that were like just starting at my mics are now in the place where I was when they started at their mics, and it's not like I'm a proud pop or anything, but it's like it's just
no,
cool.
but there's some good,
It's just
some
cool
good new
to
people.
see like what's his name, Anderson, something. Anderson?
Oh, Jeff Anderson.
Jeff Anderson.
Yeah, shout out
like,
Jeff.
And like,
Well, a lot of people in the last year.
Charlie Norton.
Yeah, Charlie
Like,
Norton.
Like
Charlie's
all those people,
great.
like those were the people that we would put up in the last 5 of the mics at the function.
Yeah.
At like 10:30. You too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
for
guys
sure.
too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And now you come back and it's like, oh, these like they did it.
For sure.
They actually did it. They're
Yeah.
not just like and that's
Yeah.
great. But I also think there's a great value to like drilling the fuck out of jokes.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
getting up all the time, if you're not like micing all the time, which I wasn't, I would go. I went to one mic.
You went to
basically
function for like a
year.
year. Gotcha.
Because
Yeah.
it was a club, and I could,
Yeah.
I could say.
Well, and they
that
had
I was-
mics every day at the time.
And they had mics every day.
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
I just found out that they're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
kind of sucks, but
But, yeah, and so
Yeah.
there's, and also I think that's kind of the culture there. Like that's definitely the strategy around there is like drilling your jokes, making
Yeah.
sure your set is tight, and then taking it out somewhere
yeah,
instead of like generating material that you can't back up, which I don't think is the case for everybody.
yeah,
But they're definitely, and I think writing bad jokes is also a good
yeah, for sure.
thing.
Yeah. I love
Um,
doing new material.
Yeah.
It's the most fun. Just
Yeah.
eating shit. And then, but finally one hits and you're like, yes.
But
It is good to bomb, for sure.
I bombed in the belly room. It was my first hosting set for Roast Battle. I'm in like a rotation for the host
Oh,
of
fuck
Roast
yeah.
Battle.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the pre-show. I'm not Brian, but at the pre-show. And
Yeah,
I
quit
have
Brian.
not. That was the moment where I was like, "Oh, LA kind of sucks. Like LA audiences are crazy. LA audiences are nuts." like they're not better. They don't suck, but they're not better than what San Francisco is.
Do you think that's
I bombed like maybe to silence
really
for 5 minutes, and I think they lit me early just because they legit like refused to laugh at disabled jokes.
Damn.
Like they were just like, no.
Wow.
Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
That doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
And then I would do the thing where I was like, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
I'm not gonna stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Like I kind of.
Yeah.
What do you want me not to talk about? Like
yeah.
And that didn't work either. And then I started yelling at him, and that didn't work either. And then
The ultimate crash
I
out.
was digging, but it's
Yeah.
because I don't get up a lot anymore because I'm in school too, so it's
Yeah.
not like I'm miking in LA. Like
Yeah.
I go to roast battle every Tuesday. Every once in a while I'll have a spot, and then I just had the first like half of a semester where I was both booked and busy at the level that I was here,
Nice.
and going to school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nightmare.
For sure.
Horrible, dude. Try because roast battle's on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So show starts at 10:30.
Yeah.
I'm there every week.
Yeah.
Try getting to the store at 10:30, leaving at 2 a.m. and waking up for 10:05.
Yeah.
Like, whew.
God damn.
But yeah.
Are you doing so with the battles, are you either doing one or hosting it or judging it or what's
So
the or
in
just
LA
hanging
I
out?
just battle.
Yeah.
And I'm on the undercard. I was battling way too much. There was a point where I battled 3 weeks in a row.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
a lot.
and it definitely suffers, and it's
Yeah.
like because like not only I think my roast jokes, especially in LA, like in Bay Area, what I've realized is we do smart roast jokes, and like LA is either in the vein of like it has to be the most smartest, genius, well constructed joke ever, or it has to be the stupidest, lowbrow, low hanging fruit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And like they don't want like I said, Lily looks like a lesbian with Down syndrome. She's safety scissors, and it was just like they were like,
Oh my god.
what?
Yeah.
What? And I was like, why did you come to the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
Why
the
why do you
concept
go?
of-
Why do you? And yeah. And so I've been battling a lot. I'm trying
Yeah.
to battle less,
Yeah.
which I but it's hard just because
But yeah,
like it's
you're
my
in the-
favorite thing to do.
Yeah. And you're at the
But-
store hanging out at the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But I mean, I also like they let me work on the show now. Like I'm
Nice.
just PA. Like
Yeah, fuck
do
yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah, it seems like that's kind of the heart of the LA scene, and everything kind of stems from the store.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, the story is very like.
I mean, there's obviously like
I'm sure if
flappers
you
and-
asked an LA comic that,
yeah,
they would have a different answer.
for sure.
Especially someone who's like from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say yes, but it is a very like. It's the mob.
Yeah,
It's like the reason why the mothership is so crazy about like you hear mothership isn't a good hang. They'll like kick you out of the only person allowed in the green room is like Donald Trump and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And, it's like the reason why that is the case is because there's this very exclusive culture rightfully around the store, and it was so much worse 10 years ago. And so they're trying to recreate that
gotcha.
in Austin. And so they're just turning it up to 10 because it's like in our heads, this is what we had to go through.
Yeah.
So we're making other comics cut their teeth.
Mhm.
But they're just blowing it out of proportion because at the store it's the mob. Like
Yeah.
you have to have someone vouch for you.
Yeah.
You have to and if I've messed up, if you do some stupid shit, they call your guy.
Oh shit.
Oh.
It's
They
like, yo,
don't
this your
they'll
mans?
yell at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before they yell at you, they'll call your guy and be like, "Come get your boy."
Mhm.
Whoa.
Like cuz then you're a reflection on the person that
Yeah.
grandfathered you in.
For sure.
And so it's like I took a picture in the belly room. I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that. I got yelled at.
Oh, I feel like people do that a lot.
People
But-
do,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
But
you
yeah.
know, if they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I forgot, and I was like smoking weed in the wrong place, and it was like,
Uh-huh.
it's
Okay,
like, it's
yeah.
like, but it is
Yeah.
very much like you have to be on your toes, all which is easy for me, but like you have to, you have to be on your toes all the time. You have to like mind your P's and Q's because you turn the corner.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is right there.
For sure.
You know, it's like,
for sure.
you turn the
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
like the first time I was ever at the store, I was watching Tony Rock on stage, and I turned around, and Tim Dillon was standing directly behind me, just like watching the show, and I was like,
Oh
Whoa.
shit.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
you know, like
God damn.
I don't really talk to anybody, like, you know,
Yeah.
there would be a couple people that I would go up to and be like, you know,
Yeah. Just
hello,
really
Yeah.
cordial. Yeah.
like first time I saw Bobby Lee, I was like, hello.
Yeah.
But-
the only time I went to the store, I saw him and I dapped him up. Yeah, I was like, "Fuck it." I saw Brad Williams too. Yeah, like a tiny ass. But yeah, it is sick. Yeah.
During was it Netflix's joke? I ran into Tom Jones at the
Oh,
comedy
Tom
store.
Jones. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out.
I rounded the corner and I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing here?"
How, like, for as much, for as much bad there is in LA in terms of just like the audiences and stuff, like when you were surrounded by all the comedians for the Netflix is a joke.
Oh my
fest,
God.
Like, how lit was that?
Like being at the store on a regular day
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. Being at the store on a regular day, you could see, you know, maybe like one of the people that you've seen on your phone.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool, great," and then you're used to it eventually. Netflix is a joke, bro. Like, there were like people, because normally also like they stay in the back. You don't really like if there's someone huge there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. But the metric of huge that you had to be to like hide yourself away.
Yeah.
Was so high.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like Kanye and Shane Gillis.
Yeah, didn't Kanye do a set at the store?
Did he do
Yeah,
a set?
what was
I don't
that?
know.
He was on the lineup.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's been doing that because
Trying to get into stand-up. Interesting.
no,
Hell yeah.
No, he hasn't.
So
That's what we need.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I don't
juice.
think he was doing sets, but who was it? I think D-Ray Davis brought him up at the Improv, and he just kind of like hung out.
Yeah.
And then
Fuck
that was like, I think that was probably like Chappelle that was like, put Kanye up.
Yeah, just fuck it. Why
Um,
not?
But like there were people squeezing past me in crowds and be like, "Excuse me," that were like, it was like Joe DeRosa, and it's like,
Whoa, that's crazy. I
know-
mean, yeah, I see that though. It's levels when it's
and
that
there's
many
levels to shit.
stars.
So like, Netflix as a joke was insanity. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like, if you went every night, yeah,
Yeah.
like it especially for me, like, did you see the picture of the crowds in there, like
Just
on the
jumping?
front patio? Literally the most.
Oh yeah.
most people I've seen in one place at one time ever.
God
And
damn.
And it's like every room was packed. I lost my jacket in the green room of the belly room.
Oh,
And
damn.
so I went back in there. I was like, I walked in and it was just Mark Norman and Ari Shaffir. And I was like, "You guys see my jacket?" And they're like, "No, someone already asked us." And I was like, "Okay, you came to the function like a year ago and they said your name wrong. And bye."
Did you actually bring up the function?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh yeah, you entered the function like 2 years back."
You remembered
He
it?
was like, good club.
Wait, what'd they call him? I didn't know they
Mark
said
Neuer.
No way.
Yeah.
real.
That's great.
That's fun.
Coming up next. Yeah. Damn, that's lit as fuck though. The fact that they were even just chilling in the green room or the belly room, which is like, because does every room have
like,
their
there's
own?
a couple people that you'll see every week because, like, I mean,
Yeah.
like Jeremiah Watkins. Sometimes he'll have the show before us in the belly at the roast
Oh,
battle,
just
so
see
he'll
the
be
stand
around.
up on the
But
spot
it's like
or
you
whatever.
see people and you get used to a certain level of famous
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
Netflix's joke rolls around, and it's like insane.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got super lucky. Maddie let me on the jump off. I got to do like
Oh fuck yeah, yeah.
like I do the roast pit for them.
Yeah.
Because DeHerm runs that.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
DeHerm.
After the stand up, they run a roast pit where it's like King of the Hill.
Oh, okay.
So it's like black roast battle, and it's
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
made
yeah.
me so much better
For
at
sure.
roasting because I'm not a riff person. I don't really
Mhm.
go off the top of my head. I write my jokes, especially for roast battle.
Yeah.
And having to do that, and even just like there's a group of people that do that. Just like outside of any given comedy club, there'll be a DeHerm and a circle of like
Yeah.
people just roasting each other.
Like not even out. Yeah, it's not even
Yeah.
like recorded or anything.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just,
and
just
they
shooting
started
the shit.
recording them, and
Yeah,
that's
gotcha.
how the roast pit started.
And what? That's like a roast circle, basically.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
a roast circle.
Oh,
And
shit.
then for the show, you have to respond in 5 seconds or you're out.
Oh, interesting.
How many
Okay.
people are in
doesn't
the
have to-
circle?
Anywhere between like 8 and a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
it kind of just depends on what show it is, who we can get to come in. Because like half the time he'll have roast me guys come in, and so they'll do that. But like in seeing the difference between white roast battle and black roast battle is
for
insane.
sure.
And like how much better the jokes are, and at the same time how much worse the jokes are, and like what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And, like, because like I mean, we were talking about David Lucas. Half of David Lucas' roast don't make sense at all.
None.
They make
That's
no
why
sense.
they're funny, because they just don't
They're
make any
hilarious,
sense.
but they make no
Yeah.
sense at all.
Yeah.
That's like the Michael Che post where he talked about the roast between white
Oh.
people and black people.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that was that's the other thing is like a lot of roast battle people wrote on that.
Yeah.
And
For
so, like,
sure.
all those white dudes,
Yeah.
those are roast masters
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Those are like New York roast
Yeah.
battle people.
It was like Nick Mullen.
It was Nick Mullen,
Was that or
JP
fat dude.
McDade,
Yeah. Zach
and
Amico or whatever.
Zach Amico, what's his name? Something.
Yeah.
Dave Cirrus.
Mm.
People like and
Yeah.
because they're roast battle people, or that's like, I don't think it's their claim to fame by any means, but it's like how I know them. That didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only joke from the Kevin Hart roast that I thought was too far in any shape or form was the George Floyd one, because it wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a joke.
Yeah, it wasn't a
and
joke.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I liked Tony's set much better than I did last year.
Then there's a Brady.
Because you knew he was gonna say some fuck shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
he needs to, right?
Yeah.
It's his brand. He
Yeah.
needs to do it. But I like how he chose his spots. What he did this year was like he actually decided to sit down and write good jokes and not try to rage bait the whole time.
Yeah.
But he was gonna stick one in there.
For sure.
Yeah.
And like, what do you want from what?
Yeah. It's
You're complaining that Tony Hinchcliffe said
Yeah.
racist stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And even looking at just roast from like decades ago, like they say wild shit.
I mean, I think the valid argument with that is that those kind of roasts used to be in like actual friars clubs, like actual membership organizations.
Yeah.
And then a group of friends would say, "We're gonna do a roast of each other,"
Yeah.
and then they would do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now, since it's commercialized and it's public, now
It's literally the front thing on Netflix. So it's like anybody could click on it without knowing the context of roast.
Exactly.
You just see Kevin Hart,
any perspective on black people can click on it.
Yeah, for sure.
And consume the jokes in what way they want.
Yeah.
And it's like I mean I think there is a I don't think the roast itself is like cancelable or like but I think there is a valid criticism in what Michael Che said. It was like it was a lot of like very low hanging, because it's not like they
low
were
hanging Kevin Hart.
It's not like it
Bonsai.
like they weren't horribly smart black jokes. They were good black jokes.
Yeah.
They were good, like they were funny. It's not like they were unfunny. It's not like they were so racist they were unfunny.
Yeah.
But I have definitely heard better.
For sure.
And
for sure.
that is because all the writers were white dudes.
Yes. Well, even I've made I battled Xavier Cluis. I don't know if you know who he is, but
No, I think he should do
hefty
roast battle.
black
I
guy.
think he's great.
No, he's great. Yeah,
I
but
think he should do like Bay Area battles. I don't know why he doesn't.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he has a car, but but you should, Xavier, if you're watching this, do more battles, bro. Cause we were just like, I mean, low-key, some of the jokes that we even wrote about each other were similar to some of the jokes from the roast, from the Kevin Hart roast.
And you're
so,
doing our place roast battles. It's not like you're putting,
exactly.
it's not like you're sitting down in a writer's room.
Yeah.
You're just going, black guy.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason why I feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kevin, like if I was Kevin Hart's a star and like he can do whatever the fuck he wants. But it just kind of felt like, even when I did the Our Place battles against Xavier and in front of a bunch of white people, it felt kind of like tap dancing, like Uncle Tom and kind of.
Like, it's not. I'm not saying Kevin Hart is this.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's not a new perspective.
No, it's not. Well, that's why Cat Williams was like.
Yeah, but it's like that's
Yeah.
And I think they were playing into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And they were playing out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Cat Williams coming out was the greatest moment in comedy in the last 20 years. That was the most no one expected that.
Yeah.
That was I mean, Chappelle wasn't there and that was weird.
Yeah.
Him dropping out was weird.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Oh, he dropped out?
yeah, he dropped.
He should have done it.
But well, he would have been like,
Yeah. Just smack the mic a million times. But that would have felt more genuine, because you have because it's like I didn't feel like they were all homies, which is the main thing.
Yeah. And I think we need to get back to my thing with it was like, I understand why The Rock was there.
Yeah.
I understand why, like, people from his life.
Yeah.
But like
Big J.
otherwise, we should be hiring comics.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what roasts used to do was take club comics and turn that were very successful. They were making money in their city, and they would turn them into a national act. Like, I don't think Greg Giraldo would have become as big as he did outside of New York, and like, if he was not involved in those roast things, because
For sure.
you put him on Comedy Central, you
Yeah.
put him on all these things.
Yeah.
And it's like, because Jeff Ross and the whole production community are so tied to the old guard of the Comedy Store, and that's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Right? Then it brings all of this other stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course it's a little diluted. It's a Netflix production of,
Yeah.
I mean, like, even, like, I'm not the biggest fan, but even the Kill Tonys on Netflix, they're watered down as hell.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
even watch most of those.
They're
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather watch a YouTube version from the last year and a half
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
than the Netflix one.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's weird.
Has the quality of Kill Tony? I mean, I remember well, honestly, I would watch it.
It's
when-
100% dropped.
Well, when they had they had like Mark Normand on, or Shane Gillis or Ari Shaffir, like, I would watch those. But also, like, I realized when I started really doing comedy, there is so much bad comedy you have to sit through just to get the panels like funny riffs on them. So that's why I was like, I'll just watch good stand up.
Well,
Yeah.
opposed to-
Yeah. I was
this
never
is-
too into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was heavy into it at one point.
But yeah, it was the same as for just watching, like,
Yeah.
if I liked the comics that were on the panel, I
Yeah.
would watch that rather
Yeah.
than just like,
I watched every week. Like, and the
Really?
reason I did is because he gave so many, like, opportunities to disabled people.
Yeah.
And, like, so that was cool for me, and no other comedy show was doing that. And
For
there's
sure.
an argument for that. And that's my moment of doing a roast battle at our place. Like, I've signed up twice now, and I'm not going to do it again. And I
Kill
told
Tony.
people I wasn't going to sign up the first time. Like, I went to Austin, I did the mothership, I did the roast battle stuff.
Fuck yeah.
I signed up, and I didn't get picked. And honestly, when I didn't get picked, it felt like the world was lifted off my shoulders. Because for me, going on Kill Tony, I feel like is a little bit like you roast battling Xavier in front of a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Especially
I'm an Uncle
now.
Tiny Tim. Like, it's like, it's weird. I don't, because like, I went to the Intuit Dome a couple weeks ago. I went to the LA show because Noah was going, and he had an extra ticket, and so I went.
But you didn't sign up.
No, I did sign up.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
didn't get picked. I thought I was gonna get picked.
Yeah.
Because I'd signed up before, and anyway.
Yeah.
But I didn't get picked, and I was just like, thank Lord. Oh my God. Like, that and the Intuit Dome one was a better show than the one at the mothership from what I heard, but it was like, and it was cool to be there, and it was cool to do, but it's like, I kind of realized this in the past week. I've been fighting off being over Kill Tony just so that, like, I'm in the zeitgeist for comedy. But it's like, I just, like, I don't need that anymore. It's like, and I'll still watch it. And I think the reason why it's kind of deflated is, like, it was always, when I started watching it, I would tell my parents, like, yeah, this thing is a little bit, like, right leaning, but I think it's good to, I'm from San Francisco. I've never heard anything else in my life. So it's like, why not?
Yeah.
But the Kill Tony. The reason it's called Kill Tony is because it's Kill Bill, and they're trying to train the next like assassin comedian army. Like that's what that came out of. And so it used to be, and you'll see this if you watch like even episodes from like 2021 or something.
Yeah.
Like the guests they bring on are giving tags.
Yeah.
They're giving notes, they're giving tags, they're giving career advice.
Yeah.
They're helping you with your set. They're saying, "Oh, I liked your set. I didn't like your set.
Yeah.
I hated your set. You fucking sucked."
Yeah.
Now it's just like black, gay, disabled, woman, white.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like see what's in front of you and yell about it.
Yeah.
And like there's not that buffer anymore of like, okay, we can make fun of you, we can have a good time, we can give you comedy advice, we can give the people, because we can give the audience comedy advice, and then we can go back to make fun of you. But now it's just like,
yeah, I think that's like with every show, you see it in like even TV shows. It's like where characters become like a caricature of themselves. It's kind of like with Kill Tony. It's just like, it's a character of Kill Tony. It just like goes in that direction even more.
It's Kill Tony now is what like Reddit Democrats were saying Kill Tony was in 2019.
For sure. Yeah.
Like, they, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And Tony would get mad because he was, and the funniest thing with the Kevin Hart roast was every time they did a joke calling him a racist or a Nazi, he would go,
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're very self-aware.
Yeah.
It's not like you've done this all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like, wait, I'm not racist.
Yeah.
It's like, and there has been a couple times where he goes like, I look racist, but if you get to know me, I'm not, because I book black people on my show.
Oh my God.
But it's like,
just
be right. If you're gonna do that as your comedy, and that's the kind of comedy you want to do, do it. But do it like so we can know whether we want to go to your show or we don't want to go to your show. Like there are comedians that I just wouldn't want to go to their show. That doesn't mean they shouldn't be a comedian.
No, well, comedy is so big now. It's like everybody can have their own slice of the market, and I feel like.
But I think Kill Tony's taking over the market as a whole that way of like the public perception of stand-up comedy
is Kill Tony.
Not just Kill Tony, but like it started with the crowd work stuff. It started with the you look like that. Yeah. And it started with Rogan going right wing and taking that whole thing with him. Yeah. And it's like, and what they remember from their childhood is my first favorite comedian was Bill Cosby. Clean.
Super clean.
Like the funniest bits you will ever hear in your life. 100% clean. Yeah. Like there's a reason that Richard Pryor had to go dirty. Yeah. Because he couldn't get better than Bill Cosby at clean. Yeah. They used to hate each other because Richard Pryor would just go on Ed Sullivan and steal Bill Cosby's bits.
Oh shit.
Like if you look at the old like Ed Sullivan, like the first when Richard Pryor was like really, really young. Yeah. Like really, really young. It's he's wearing the same outfit. Bill Cosby was his hero. Yeah. Like he was kind of doing the voices, like talking about his friends. Yeah. Also, I don't think we've acknowledged as a culture that Theo Von is just white Bill Cosby.
Oh.
Like I haven't heard that one.
My friends back home.
My
friends back home. Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Old Weird Harold. It's all the same stuff.
Interesting.
Theo Von is like, I mean, he's country. He's doing the same kind of material. It's country Bill Cosby. It's like,
white trash Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
White trash Cosby. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like, obviously everybody is going to be a variant of who preceded them. Yeah. But then obviously you find your own voice and shit like that. Like, I think we all have the comics that we kind of are doing on stage or whatever.
Yeah.
But then, a decade down the line, it's like, oh, I'm finally getting into my voice.
And the thing for me was like, right when I started comedy, I was on like a road trip with we were going to Santa Cruz or something, and I don't know what we were talking about, but John Gabb called me a Kill Tony style comedian.
Oh, really?
And that was even back when I like really liked it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, you just mean I'm disabled.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not like because I don't like I have comics that I would like to be doing on stage, but I'm not. What I've realized is I'm not like. I would love to be Mitch Hedberg. I would love to be weird. I would love to be a weirdo, right?
Yeah.
I'm just not that.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I have something I'm trying to channel because in my mind what I'm trying to do is a new perspective. It's an old dog doing new tricks. It's a disabled guy in stand-up comedy not saying what's the deal with parking, like, and I'll use those premises, I'll use those hack things like we've picked up in the last 10 years in comedy where you can use these hack things and if you put a new spin on them they're not hack anymore. And it's like, yes, someone could. I saw a post the other day that was like, stop doing that, stop taking the same premises and flipping them, but if you're doing it in a way that comments on the like societal oppression or whatever you want, then it, like I feel like it works.
Well, I feel like every premise has been said probably.
Yeah.
So
every song has been written.
Every song has been written. So it's like knowing how to flip. Because even audiences aren't dumb. Like they know if you're going to do hack shit, but that's when
they don't know.
I mean, some audiences.
If they do, if they did, there would be a lot of open micers that would not be doing open mics anymore. Like
true.
You know what I mean? If the audiences in mass like were, and I think what's great about a place like Canada is they still have syndicated comedy on TV.
What do you mean?
Like they grew up with comedy.
Oh, okay.
Comedy
okay.
was a part of like, even if you don't like
you.
stand up, even if you're not a stand up person, even if you're not into it,
you
have a favorite comedian. You have a favorite joke.
Interesting.
You have a favorite comedy movie. You go to comedy clubs. It's a part of your life. It's a really interesting thing about Canada where it's like comedy is like so many of the best comedians ever are Canadian, and it's because it's baked into their culture, and it still is.
Interesting.
And they all make their money off of like serious radio. Like people listen to comedy like with their ears still in Canada. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's how I
Hell
did
yeah.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how when I was growing, I can't do it anymore. I don't have the attention span. I'm like, if I'm not watching something, I get bored and I hate it because like the Bill Cosby thing, I have his like best of on vinyl and I memorized the skips.
Oh, fuck.
I think it's
yeah.
so cool, but they have comedy baked into their culture in a way where it's like people still go and they think about it critically. They don't just go and be like, because when people go to comedy, I feel like in San Francisco, most of them have never been to a comedy show before in their life. And they're just going to a bar that they've heard. I mean, I'm talking about the function, but like they saw on Eventbrite that there was a bar, things to do, they go.
Yeah.
They're not going because they're like, I want to see the next generation, the next crop of comedy in my area. And I think Denver is like that. Like there are people that will go, oh, I get who are the new faces in Denver. I keep up with stand-up comedy as a hobby, as a fan.
Nice.
And like, I don't think there's a lot of people that do that anymore because of the internet. You could just go on your phone and go to the comedy club.
Yeah. Well, so many people think they're probably funny too because they watch so much stand-up and they go to shows and it's like.
Do you think that question that we get after open mics, like, all my friends have been telling me I should do comedy. Do you think that happened more before before internet comedy or after? Because it's like, it's very interesting. Like, I wonder if that was as big of a pet peeve of comedians back then as it is now, where it's like, I could do this.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's with anything where, especially when people are good, where it looks easy. Like, you see somebody like, I don't know, Olympics, and they're like skating, and if you've never skated or like, you're like, oh, that doesn't look that bad. Yeah. And then you try it, and I think it's the same with comedy. It's like, oh, that looks fine. Like, I could go up there and just, but they don't realize that it's like, that guy's been doing it years and refining it.
It's also just like so hard to articulate what goes on in your brain in front of a room of people.
For sure.
Like, it's different when you're an actor and you have like, because I did theater for a bunch of years and I was horrible at memorizing my lines. But when you memorize your lines and you go out there and you say someone else's work, it's an interpretation of like a whole
For sure.
thing that you know all of the context of.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to tell people the reasons why I'm mad at amputees because they get all the attention
Yeah.
in the disabled community, and they're not, they're not like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they just chop their leg off. Like, they're not gonna sit there and be like, well,
Yeah.
let me consider that. And
Yeah.
like, it's weird.
Yeah. You gotta have. You gotta have. Well, if you're gonna say that, because I think a lot of comedy is like, I'm saying these things because I have a point, but kind of to where you're kind of saying about the LA scene, it's like they kind of just, if you're gonna do that route, you got to make it a million times funnier, or because you could just do nonsensical, wacky stuff.
Funnier. Like, I think the jokes are funny.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, it's definitely white guilt. It's
True.
about
Yeah.
60 or 70% white guilt,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, and the other percent is just like, everyone lives in their own worlds so much that, I sound like an old Republican grandpa, but it's like no one, I would say, white or whitewashed people don't make fun of each other anymore.
Yeah.
And they don't make fun of others anymore. And when they do, because of the way they did it in the past and the way our culture has like figured out making fun of people is just racism.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
when white guys make fun of, like, a regular white guy that's not a comedian, when he makes fun of a guy and so goes, don't say that.
Yeah.
It's like they don't make fun of each other anymore.
Yeah.
But I've very recently realized I'm a black comedian. Since moving to LA, I've realized that I'm a black comedian. And no, I'm not even kidding. Like, I if I had the choice to only do black rooms for the rest of my life in LA, I would.
Because you're saying that's the acceptable space where you can say what you
yeah,
say
because they'll
typically.
laugh at disabled people
for sure.
And I have this bit that I've been trying to work out that I've never done on stage, where it's like, black people raise better disabled people than white people because they don't take no shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
And why do you think you see way less black people with Down syndrome? Like, you're still taking out the trash. Like, like
They turn normal.
They also
Just
like
get hardened through
they
life.
also beat their kids, and we don't. It's like,
your kid acting slow. Man, get your ass up. Get your ass up and do the dishes.
Hurry your ass up.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just a cultural
That's
difference
great.
where, like, I would much rather do my set in front of, like, DeHerm. I was doing a documentary on DeHerm, and he took me to a barbershop open mic in fucking where was it? It wasn't
Is it Crenshaw type
it was
shit?
Crenshaw.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I was like, it's not Compton. What's the other C one?
Mm-hmm.
A barbershop open mic in Crenshaw, and I had the
That's
most fun I've ever had
crazy.
in my life, because it's like they're like, because you're not around a lot of disabled people. You don't hear that shit all the time.
Yeah. That's
very
great.
interesting.
Well, yeah, it's like comedy should be the one. Like, this is the space where we can say the fucked up shit. It's like, and I hate.
But
to,
I think there's there's not a line to it, but there's definitely, like, if you're gonna say something fucked up, like you said, like, if you're gonna do that, it has to be funny.
For sure.
I think what we've lost is, like, with the internet, shock value is such a commodity that, like, we don't need to do that anymore. To become successful, you just have to appeal to, like, 7,000 edgelords in their mom's basement.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you have to, like, learn how to deal with all audiences. Like, it's like you go to Austin comics, some of them, wonderful. They'll go to another market and they'll kill.
Yeah.
Great material. Great comic. Some of them go to any other, they'll keep doing their Austin material, and not everyone's David Lucas. Not everyone can, like, do Austin material in LA and have that gravitas to have it still work.
Yeah.
And the same with San Francisco. Like, if you go and do, like, I don't know, what's, like, Filipino jokes anywhere, like, every comedian in San Francisco has a Filipino joke.
Yeah.
Not even Daly City, but, like, if you talk about Filipino people in any other market, you're not gonna know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's
like New York and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, like bodegas and shit. Well, that's the thing. It's like I think it's perfectly fine to have, like, material that's local, but like it can't be your whole.
Yeah,
it can't be your whole act.
And there are people.
But there are also some, and that's the thing too. There's also some people who are just perfectly fine with. There's some people even at the top of the scene who I feel like are fine with just getting their opening for whoever gigs when they can, like, running
why?
Don't Tug.
That's my point about like why the scene doesn't have more development is because I think there are comedians, especially in the Bay Area, that have figured out how to be successful in comedy without either doing it a lot or progressing in the industry more than they are right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're right, but it's like, is that what we want?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying move to LA, move to New York.
Yeah.
Stay in we need a leftist Joe Rogan. We need a San Francisco comedy Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
That because Ron White just convinced Joe Rogan to move to Austin, and then everyone and their mom picked up and moved.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we need to turn this comedy scene into the Austin comedy scene.
Yeah.
Because that's too many people.
For sure.
But, like, I think there should, and that was Robin Williams for us.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So it's like, there needs to be, and Margaret Cho lives in LA. So it's like, there needs to be a comic here that is famous, that has money, and that cares about the scene.
Yeah.
And that's just not here right now.
Yeah,
I guess Chappelle was the closest thing, but isn't
he lived there because everyone hated him. He was getting canceled, and he moved to San Francisco, holed up in the San Francisco Punchline, and did sets every night, and got it back.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And like, I mean,
yeah. And
then Whoopi Goldberg moved to L.A. Robin Williams moved to L.A.
They all got over here.
It's like. There hasn't been someone that's like stayed steadfast with the community and like kind of tried to help build something with success. Like there have definitely been people that have tried to make this happen, but it's just like, I think because also like we're a big market. The fact that San Francisco is a B or C market to Sacramento in comedy. I started comedy in Sacramento.
Really?
I did roast battle before I did stand up. So it's like I love the Sacramento scene. This is not shit talking the Sacramento scene, but we are a metropolitan city.
Yeah.
We're a bigger city. We have more money. We have more companies. We all that stuff.
Yeah.
Why the fuck isn't there a more effective scene in the city? No, that's
I don't. Yeah. Because I mean, like, you're right. I guess like, because you're right though. Because it's like it's not that we're not getting.
We're a B market to Manteca right now.
You think so?
Def Puppy is like they got touring acts coming in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Punchline and Cobb's and San Jose Improv,
but that's not local comedy.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like if there was like a million cheapers in the scene, that would instantly turn it into a hit.
Or if Cheaper was a little bit more open, or you know, it's like if theaters like that put up the same like rotating social group of comedians, like there's so much more out there.
For sure. Yeah. And so because do you see yourself going to like staying in LA long term?
I have no idea. If I'm lucky enough to like get in development somewhere, then I'll stay.
Yeah.
But I'm in school, so like I have a free house for 2 years.
Yeah, for
basically,
sure.
And so I take advantage of it. And I mean, I already tried New York. I would love to move to New York. I love New York.
Yeah.
But I just can't deal with the weather, and it's like it's a lot to be disabled in New York. It's a lot. And I lived on Long Island, so I was taking the train in, and I wasn't living there. You know, and I also think like just seeing in LA, like starting over in a scene, moving in comedy is like if you're not moving for a reason, if you're just moving for ambiguous more opportunity, it's like, I mean, like Bringers are 10 people in LA.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn.
God damn.
Yeah. It's like the tickets are $20.
Yeah, and 2 drink minimum and all that.
Not
shit.
2 drink minimum. Some of the time, but it's like
yo, damn.
Like it's a lot, and New York, I'm sure is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I would love. It's same weather thing. I would move to Denver immediately.
Oh, so you would in fucking Denver?
Dude, I've had so much fun, and like that's another one of those forgotten scenes.
Yeah.
Or not in the community, like touring comics definitely like love Denver. But the Denver Comedy Works is if not one of the 3 best comedy clubs in the world. That place is like, it is literally architecturally built for laughs. The audience, like, yeah, like it's a kill box. It's
Yeah.
great.
Fuck yeah.
And the people there are just so nice and like welcoming and open.
Yeah.
And people like work and they get work and they go on tour and then they come back home.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's I want to live a Brian Babylon life where I rotate between 3 cities by season. That's my
that'd be sick.
yeah. Like if I could be in New York in like when it's nice, and I could be in LA when I need to be, and I could be in Denver when it's not snowing, and I could be here. Like if I somehow pull the money out of my ass to do something like that, like that's ideal. Cause like I mean, and Brian does it to get out of the country. Like he's in Berlin, Paris, and San Francisco. In Chicago, Chicago, Berlin, Paris, San Francisco. That's his rotation.
Doing that run,
and it's like.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's not at the most mainstream success that he could have gotten, but he's happy. Yeah. He's making money.
Yeah,
and he's
getting
doing
paid.
Stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. It's like because there's obviously like the main people, and it's like the main stars in the scene. That's like the NBA or whatever. But there's obviously like the equivalent of like the going overseas. The WNBA, exactly. No, like going overseas and still making a living. You could still be a professional. In New York, there's so many professionals we've never heard of.
Oh my God! Like, and this is not a knock. They all sound the same. Like
the New York
there's
cadence.
A style.
Yeah,
dude. I don't. It's like
there's just. I mean, there's just. Yeah.
Well, there's this guy. I don't know his name. I've seen him once at the store and once at Sack Punchline. And I was just like, he was doing stand up, and I was like, this is so New York. This is very much New York stand up.
Yeah.
I've spent one day in New York doing stand up. I did a roast battle in New York, and then I left.
Oh, nice.
And I need, like, one of my goals this year is to get out there. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I need to, because now I kind of know some people out there, especially because all the San Francisco people moved. But, I'm trying to do stand-up, because I haven't done a set in New York.
Got you.
So it's got you.
I
want to do that.
Yeah. I was out there a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
It was sick.
It was cool. I mean, it was great. I mean, you see the levels of, like, how obviously how your jokes resonate, but then you see like people who are just killing, and it's like, okay.
I mean, there's this guy, he's the roast battle. He's the #1 battler, or he was last year. Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
he's God,
great.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, not even just in roast battle, like that.
Just funny.
Like there's guys that are just like John and Joda. Same. I mean, these are all roast battle people because that's my frame of reference. But like, that dude is killing the game. And like he doesn't do the kind of stuff like in roast battle. He's this like sinister like serial killer guy who like tears people apart emotionally. But in his stand up, it's not like he's happy, but he's like tackling actual stuff and he's talking about stuff.
Okay.
It's like he does video essays online. It's
shit.
Oh,
interesting.
Wow. It's insane.
He's just like a writer.
There's some great great comics everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. We're at hour 30.
Oh hell yeah.
I think the camera got most of it. I think.
Whatever.
I think like the first like hour and like 20. So I think it died at the last like. But I mean, we record the sound and shit like that.
Yeah.
Usually, if it gets to that, I'll just have like a picture of us or some shit for like the last like 10 minutes. But, but you got any closing remarks? Anything you want to plug?
I don't know. Avery Dauer Comedy on Instagram.
10K.
10K.
Hell yeah.
Make it.
Does that give you motion in LA or no?
I mean, it gives you more motion than if you don't. Basically,
for sure.
It's like if you hit up a show, they're not going to be like, what peasant?
Yeah, for sure.
But I will see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, this
yeah,
happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any? Oh yeah. I think it's like July 8th or something.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be with Maddie Mays at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento. Then the jump off at the Comedy Store this Friday. I'll be back in LA for a couple days. But
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Avery Dauer Comedy,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Hell yeah.
Peace.